This match starts at 125. Kittatinny's Clark Moynihan with the back points on his way to a 16-4 major, 4-0 Cougars. At 130, Sean Lombardi keeps things going for Kittatinny. He gets a takedown. He won 13-4 major there, 8-0 Kittatinny. Andrew Reed gets Lenape on the board with a big pin in just 1 minute and 9 seconds. It's now 8-6 Kittatinny. Kyle Delamio follows up with a big pin at 140, 1 minute 31 seconds, and Lenape Valley takes the lead at 12-8. 145-pound weight class, Chris Simpson gets Kittatinny closer with a hard-fought decision. He uses the headlock for the takedown. 12-11, Lenape in front now. Troy Hernandez uses the cross-face cradle to record the pin in 1 minute and 8 seconds at 152, and Kittatinny reclaims the lead at 17-12. 160 was a great match. Lenape Valley's Chuck Ross with a takedown, 2-1 lead. And later on in the match, Pete Klemick nearly gets a reversal, but he does get the escape to go to overtime. In the overtime, Peter Klemick gets deep in right away and scores a big takedown to make it 20-12 Kittatinny. At 171, Mike LaBelle using the headlock for the takedown and back points on his way to an 18-6 major, 20-16 Kittatinny in front. Eric Bach comes through in the clutch for the Cougars using the arm bar to get the fall, 1 minute and 12 seconds. The score is now 26-12 Kittatinny after 9 bouts. Lenape Valley starts to come back thanks to Vinny Campanelle's grapevine. He gets the pin in the 215-pound weight class. It's now 26-22. Lenape trails.
I'm just going out there to try to do my best and do whatever I can to help the team out,
The Patriots retake the lead at heavyweight. Rich Salmon records the pin at 4:21, giving Lenape a 28-26 advantage. In the surprise of a night, 103-pound weight class, Billy Hagany locks the double arm bar on Avelito Jacinto and records the pin in 3:32. The Patriots now lead 34-26. That was a big win.
Just my coach in the corner, just great motivator. Just says bar him up like you did before. Did that and worked perfect.
The Cougars don't quit as Derek Conrad locks in the cradle, and with 1/10 of a second left in the second period, gets the fall. Kittatinny now trails 34-32. So it comes down to the last match of the night. Chris Benvenuto controlled the takedown on his way to an 8-0 victory. Lenape Valley beats Kittatinny in a key SCIL matchup. 38-32, your final. Big win for the Patriots.
When you look at it on paper and you consider all 14 matchups, you're trying to strike a balance and work it out in your favor, obviously. And we kind of had a plan that we had on paper, and we were able to stick to that plan early on. Things went a little haywire in the midst of that, but we bounced back and, gained some points perhaps where we didn't think we were gonna. But, I think what it boils down to is the guys just wrestled well, from the first weight class until the last weight class. And my hat goes off to Coach Gill. He has and continues to be perhaps the best coach in the league. His kids are always well conditioned. They're very disciplined. He runs a class act. He has from day one, and a great competitor. It was a good match from start to finish.
Coach Federer says his team is a good mix of hardworking and talented wrestlers.
We have guys in our lineup where we can almost be competitive with anybody because we got some talent. And then mixed in with that talent, we got guys that are just steadily trying to improve. We stress that in the practice room. Actually, I think my assistant coach, Matt Parzero, put it best. He goes, these big matches aren't won by the guys who always win. These big matches are actually won by the guys who lose. Don't give up the bonus points. Don't get pinned. And this whole past week in practice and coming off of some of these tournaments, that's what we've been stressing. And today they got the job done.
We're in the room every day. We're working our hardest, We're just every day in the room, just 110% every day in practice.
Chris Benvenuto sealed the win for the Patriots, but Billy Hagany came up with a big pin at 103.
Billy's a tough kid. He's I like to refer to him as tenacious. And then Chris Ben is just, he's a workman, steady as she goes. He's probably one of the hardest he's undoubtedly one of the hardest workers in our room.
Lenape Valley and Kittatinny could tangle in the state tournament, but Coach Vedder isn't looking that far ahead.
Don't want to look that far ahead, and maybe a little history lesson. Last year, we went to Kittatinny, we squeaked out an upset, and then 2 days later, we lost to Newton in a match that we thought we could win. Ironically, 2 days from now, we'll be wrestling Newton. So quite honestly, I just can't think that far ahead. I got to focus on Thursday night and, come up with another game plan.